Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and an amazing day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the top growth stocks to buy in 2020. A lot of these stocks I can almost guarantee you've never heard of. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and overall I hope you guys learned something. And with all these stocks, there is a lot of long-term potential with them. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and overall I hope you guys learned something, because that's the biggest thing about all these videos is I'm trying to give you guys as much educational value as I can. And if you guys get anything out of this video, please repay me with a huge like. It's greatly appreciated. So now let's jump into it, roll the intro, let's go. Bam! Alrighty guys, so the very first stock that I do think has a ton of long-term potential is Square. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen them. A lot of small business owners actually use Square to actually run credit cards. Not to mention, Square owns the Cash App, and you guys can buy stock on the Cash App. So I do think Square has a ton of long-term potential. Not to mention, they can now actually be classified as a bank and make money off interest. So when you guys leave your money in the Cash App, they can use that and reinvest it and make more money with it. So I do think that this stock has a ton of long-term potential. Alrighty guys, moving on to stock number 2, we have ticker symbol INMD. Now, this company sells products to dermatologists. And with this overall pandemic we're in, a lot of people actually don't want to go to dermatologists. And so this made this stock fall from around $50 all the way to about 18, trading now at 28, hit lows at around 12. So now I personally think once people start going back out to doctors, once people feel comfortable going out to the dermatologist, this stock is going to come back up in value. I do think that this is just a matter of time before we see this stock come up. I do think that this stock though carries risk just because it did severely get impacted by this overall pandemic, just because doctors have been closed if they're non-essential. So this one is non-essential, but it's definitely a stock to keep an eye on. If anything, there could be a possible swing trade from 28 to about 36. If it breaks above that, then there's a possible gap to about 52. But if you guys just are looking for long-term growth stocks, this stock could definitely be one to keep an eye on. Now the next one here is ticker symbol UPLD. This is also known as Upland Software. I was very unsure about this company here, but this is what they do. They're really just a project management software. So you can keep track of, everything. You can have IT support, timesheets, you can have really portfolio management, you can have work management. So this is just a software to keep all of those things in line. As business owners, it's very difficult to keep track of people's hours, to keep track of, insurance, stuff like that. And this company keeps track of it all for you and makes it very easy. I personally think once businesses start to kind of come back out, this stock could easily go back up to around $45. Right now it's trading at $34. So there is definitely a nice little gap here. This stock does not pay a dividend, so that sucks. But also, you have to look at these moving average lines. You guys can see that anytime that this stock has hit this 90 moving average line, it's used it as support. So we can see it hit it here, hit it here, hit it here, hit it here, broke below it. So there was a short opportunity there. Immediately got bought back up due to this overall pandemic, and now there's a lot of buying pressure. So now we're in this really just consolidation zone. So I do think once businesses start opening back up and businesses start using their software again, this stock's going to come back up to about $45 within a very short amount of time. But also the stock is still on an upward trend. So this stock, if you get into it, you have a higher opportunity of the stock going up in value. Now the next one here is ticker symbol PLMR. This stock has a beautiful upward trend, really low all the way at their IPO at 18, has slowly grown and literally now trading at $85. So if you would have got in on their IPO and held it till today, you'd be up around 397%. which is absolutely crazy. What this company focuses on is insurance. I actually went on their website here because I was unsure. They have insurance, and you guys can pick your state that you're in, and you can see, all the insurance that they have. So if you're commercial, residential, and they really just make it a lot easier to keep track of your insurance and the best route for you. So I do think this stock is a great long-term play. Ton of growth here. Really, it's very common to see this stock trading in, over the overvalued state. So right now, it's still technically, in my opinion, for this stock, a little undervalued. We'll see what happens here. But long term, this stock is definitely one to keep an eye on. Now, the next one here is ticker symbol SPLK. Now, this one here is a data stock. I know, but here's the thing. The top 90 companies in the United States use Splunk. They keep track of all the data that customers use, and they can use that to retarget their advertisements towards them. So I do think that this stock does carry a lot of long-term potential, not to mention all of these industries that we're talking about are growing. Data is growing, everything like that. And I do think that this stock does carry a lot of long-term potential. Does not pay a dividend, but here it does have this beautiful upward trend here. Really has started taking off all the way back here in 2017, and it's just slowly growing. So I do think there is a lot of long-term potential with this one. Now the next one here is Netflix. I know a lot of people think Netflix is overvalued, like myself, but we'll see what happens. They always prove me wrong. I do think where they have their advantage is they do have the largest streaming service in the whole United States. And I do think if they use that and they go to other countries, they're going to make more money. And that's overall what I want to see them do. So we'll see what happens with them. But this is definitely a stock to get into and hold for the long term and just see what happens. I personally think the run is not over, but this stock does carry a little bit of downward risk just because this stock kind of pumps, dumps, pumps, dumps, pumps. So I do think that there is, some downside potential in the short term, long-term potential in the long term. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode, and if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them down below. Also, if you guys want to sign up with Moomoo, you guys can literally get a free stock just by signing up. That will be the first link down below. So I hope you guys have a great night. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.